So then he says, I need a volunteer. How about you? And he points right at me, and I'm like, no! I'm like right in the front row, 200 people in the room, potential voters, because I'm running for president of this organization. I don't want to make an idiot of myself, right? So I'm like, all right. He goes, okay, well, what makes you particularly angry? What makes you angrier than you think that you should be? And I thought for a second, and what I came up with was that when people don't take me seriously, like let's say I'm talking to a few friends or something, and I'm talking, and then maybe two people break out in a conversation and I was like talking, and it was like they didn't even think that what I said was important. It just makes me so angry. I should say made me so angry because it really doesn't bother me so much anymore. But at that time, I was like very clear that makes me way angrier than I should get. So he says, well, what event from your past might you trace that back to? And I thought for a minute, and I can't think of anything. And I'm nervous as heck. I got 200 people watching me right in the front of the room. And I thought, and I can't think of anything. And finally I said, I'm sorry, I can't think of anything. And so he says, okay, well, who might it be in relation to? Like what relationship of yours might make you think? I was like, oh, my dad, no question about it. And he says, okay, well, if your dad was here, what might you tell him about that? And as I contemplated what I would say to my dad, I just started blubbering. I mean, I was just, and what I had in my head that I wanted to say was, Dad, I want you to listen to me. What I have to say is important. And I couldn't say it. I was like, I tried like 4 or 5 times, and finally I spit it out. And the reaction that I had in that room, and even the reaction that I have right now telling you this story, it makes complete sense to me now why I would react in that way when people aren't taking me seriously, because my dad never took me seriously. Make sense? So, if you get that raging, seething anger, according to John Lee, and I would back that up, I would say it most certainly has something to do with something from their past.